Charles, I want to show you two things. I want to put up, again, the list of people who were subpoenaed today by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. They include Rudy Giuliani, John Eastman, Jenna Ellis, Cleta Mitchell, Kenneth Cheeseborough, a podcast host named Jackie Pick Deason, Senator Lindsey Graham. But there's a notable name not on the list. It's Donald Trump. Here he is on January 2nd, 2021, trying to shake down Brad Raffensperger for the exact amount of votes he needed to flip the state. Let me play that for you.
Why wouldn't you want to find the right answer, Brad, instead of keep saying that the numbers are right? So look, can you get together tomorrow? And Brad, we just want the truth. It's simple. And the real truth is I won by 400,000 votes, at least. So what are we going to do here, folks? I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break.
It feels like an insult to Tony Soprano to call that Tony Soprano-esque, but there he was trying to shake down Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Do you think this investigation ultimately includes him and requires his testimony, Charles?
Yes, I'm not an attorney, but the way these things work is that they work their way up. And so this is one level of subpoenas that go out to people beneath him so that by the time you actually question the president, you have had testimony from as many people below him and connected to him as you can possibly get. I also am struck in that, and I've always been struck in that recording about how the former president talks about the truth itself. And this is a person who has, lied at a scale and at a rate that was unprecedented, and a person who has no respect for, no kind of sense of what truth means, because when you live in a world where you bend it, where fraudulence is part of how you operate your life, he actually believes that if he looks close enough, you can probably find some fraud, because in his life, fraudulence was part of how you operated. And so he looks at the world, including these elections, and says, the truth is fungible. It is malleable. It's like Play-Doh. Like if you play around with it enough, you can make it into whatever shape you want it to be in. That does not work well or at all in a court of law. And so now that you're getting to a grand jury, none of that matters anymore. This is all on the record. If they get testimony from these witnesses, as we already said, there will be some pushback because some of them are lawyers. But if they get testimony, that's testimony. It's on the record. If you perjure yourself, you perjure yourself. That is a problem for you. It's a legal problem. So there's all the incentive to actually tell the real truth and not the Donald Trump version of the truth. This is not an alternative facts universe when you are in front of a grand jury.
About 2 weeks ago, we learned about a filmmaker named Alex Holder. We learned that he testified before the 1-6 Select Committee. We also learned that he turned over 11 hours of footage he had for a docuseries called Unprecedented. It followed the Trump family very closely ahead of and in the aftermath of the 2020 election. Today, we got a snippet of those hours of footage that are now in the hands of the committee investigators. Here's a trailer for Unprecedented, obtained exclusively by Politico.
Okay.
Do you see this line?
How are you? Tired. I did evangelicals for Trump, then I did Indian Americans for Trump, then I did Asian Pacific Americans for Trump.
My father, the people's president.
We will make liberals cry again.
I don't think you want to have the water in the picture, right? You can take it.
So as a family, we've done 55 events in 48 hours.
The campaign basically was a family operation.
I'm washing my hands after giving a bunch of fist bumps, Is
that okay? Yeah, might as well take the table.
Maybe I should just, like Magatsu, have the, dog on my lap. Can I borrow your dog? Can I borrow Paco? Stroking the dog. That's why I broke.
Put the table back and put the water on the table without the thing on top of it.
This is a business.
Oh, this feels good.
Where you have to be in it for the right reasons.
This is a fraud on the American public.
For the sake of this country, we're going to get these guys.
Let's kick some ass. Let's win.
Let's walk down Pennsylvania Avenue.
They threw the damn match.
We got to
the roaches out, all of them.
When you manipulate people, that has consequences.
Donald Trump was able to use his children as the embodiment of Trump, the brand.
He's an unconventional person.
He believes that everything that he's doing is right.
How's that look?
Trump has always looked at his project as a dynastic one.
They have a base. They have their own base.
People have no idea how hard this family worked.
It's part of my base.
This is my house!
Right? Let's go.
Do you miss me yet? Do you miss me?
We're back with our panel, which is a good thing because I have no words. Carol Leonnig, Charles Blow, Barbara McQuaid. If I don't see any hands, I'm going to call on you first, Charles Blow. What do we think the panel might glean from what appears from the trailer like a promotional video for the family coup?
Yeah, I'm not sure what evidence will be in this video that would be useful to either the January 6th committee or even to people investigating Georgia. But what it is revelatory once again about the family, about Trump and his family, which is that this is a man who has spent his entire life manipulating media. If you were a citizen of New York City for a long time, that's what Trump did, right? So but it was the gossip pages or inflating income for the financial pages and make the list. He was able to manipulate, or he would, have a pseudonym and call in and pretend he was someone else on behalf of the Trump organization. That's what he did. It strikes people sometimes like, why would he do this? He keeps doing it because he still believes that he has the charm, he has the ability to manipulate. He has sat for interviews for books. They were not flattering because they told the truth. And then he comes out and says, well, these people are horrible and they lied and this is not what I said and it's not what I meant. He still believes that he is the king of this. He is the king of distortion. He's the king of manipulation. He's the king of people in those interactions. He sees that as a struggle and a battle. And he always believes that if he sits across from someone, he will eventually win. It's just that it doesn't work. That the cameras capture what the cameras capture. The pens capture what the pens capture. You say it, we write it down. That's how it's going to work. And you're not going to be able to go out with every viewing or with every book and explain that that's not what you said or what you meant, because in fact it has been captured.